You are able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So today we are going to basically start on SLA, like what is SLA and how it is configured. Okay. So first of all, SLA means the service level agreement,
Mm.
and the agreement is basically between the service provider and the customer. Okay.
Okay.
So for that purpose we are having some offering with related to services, so that is defined inside SLA, like what duration the thing should happen within the services. It's where the services is provided in terms of incident or change or service request. Okay. And
Yeah.
basically it defines the standard of service and the time frame for tasks to be completed. Okay, because
Yeah.
if there is SLA, then people will try to resolve it as soon as possible, as soon as the ticket is raised or the incident is raised.
Mm.
Then support team things to like resolve as soon as possible, so that their metrics go doesn't come under performance, like they are not working or they are not resolving the incidents on time. So everything can be tracked here. So
Mm.
what does this maintain is like, this maintain the consistency of the issue which is raised by the employee, and then agent should respond it accordingly based on the priority or based on some other conditions. Okay. And it can be defined basically in terms of like SLA and the OLA. So there is two type of thing there. Generally we utilize SLA only, but there is SLA and the OLA and UC, underpinning contract. So these are three types of SLA in ServiceNow we have. Okay. So
SLA, what are those words? SLA?
SLA, one of them is SLA, other one is OLA, organization level
Mm.
agreement, and we have UC, underpinning contract.
Okay, like these three defines the duration, right? No?
Yeah, all these type of SLA we can define the duration.
Okay.
Yeah. So difference is there, like if we select the SLA, then that is the agreement between the service provider and the customer. Okay. And if we talk about OLA,
Mm.
so it is basically the organization level OLA, and that is the internal agreement between different IT teams.
Okay.
Okay. So there are inside support also, there might be multiple teams. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So between them there would be some type of agreement. So for that we call it as organization level agreement. Okay.
Okay.
And we have another type, that is underpinning contract. So basically this is the agreement between the ServiceNow and the external vendor or supplier. Okay.
Then what is the difference between SLA and UC, bro?
That is agreement. SLA is basically the agreement between third party and the service provider.
Okay, then we can say customer and the service provider.
Yes, there is no service
Okay.
now here. But in
Okay.
underpinning contract, there is a agreement between ServiceNow and external supplier, external vendor.
Okay. Okay.
But in SLA OLA, we don't have any role with ServiceNow.
Okay. Okay. Okay, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And
do we have any use cases that we need to attach the UC to the
no, there
incidents
is
kind
no
of?
use case as such, that will be provided directly from the client requirement itself. You don't have to
Okay.
define that. That has to be defined from the customer end, like what SLA they require.
Based on that, we'll create
Yes,
whether it is SLA,
yes.
OLA, or UC. Okay.
If they tell you have to create OLA, then you have to create OLA, because
Mm.
whether you select SLA, OLA or UC, form will be same for all of them. It's just
Okay.
it's just like the differentiation, like for whom the SLA, OLA or UC is executing. It's like that.
Mm. Okay. Okay, bro.
Okay, and inside SLA, in common terms, we have response and resolution type of SLA. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean is, like, suppose I have raised an incident. Okay. Now there would definitely the support person cannot resolve it instantly, right?
Yeah.
But they should respond it. They should
Mm.
respond like, we have picked up your incident and we are working on it, right? So
Yeah.
that response is required. For that purpose we have response SLA. Like, the support person should reply back in 4 hours or 8 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is response SLA. As soon as he assign the incident to himself, then response SLA will complete. It will be
Yeah.
closed.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what will happen? Resolution SLA
Resolution
will get
SLA will
triggered.
start. Okay.
Okay, and that will be also having some timeline according to
Mm.
whatever we have defined. 4
Mm-mm-mm.
hours, 8 hours, or 16 hours, 24 hours, whatever we define for resolution SLA. So that will be
Okay.
there. Okay, and
Oh.
response and resolution SLA will definitely be there for most of the times in terms of incident. But
Mm-mm-mm.
if we talk about other table, we can apply the SLA, but it's not mandatory that there will be response SLA or there will be resolution SLA. That is not mandatory. Basically, any customer requirement can be of any type, whether they want SLA for resolution, whether they want SLA for response. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this basically helps customers to track and maintain the consistency of ticket to be resolved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go to basically where we configure the SLA. So we have SLA definition. If you search here SLA definition, we have SLA definitions. Okay,
Okay.
now it is coming under service level management. Okay,
Okay.
and we will click on SLA definitions. Then what will happen? These are the out of the box. Okay, you
Mm-mm-mm.
see, for incident there are only incident they have created SLA definitions,
Mm-mm.
right? Because the most utilization for SLA is under incident,
Incident table. Okay.
and second on service catalog. Okay, so there also
So
people utilize it most.
how in the service catalog will be used, bro?
So you have to create it SLA definition for catalog item.
I mean, it's like, can you tell me the use case? Like, we mean, suppose I want to
Use
order
case is
something.
nothing. It's like timeline will be defined, like service request should be completed in that amount of time. So you
Okay,
can
like where we need to
here,
tag the SLA there?
here only you have to do everything. You
Okay, there
don't
is
have to tag
nothing.
anywhere. This, suppose I am clicking on SLA definition. Now I am clicking on new, and
Mm.
here instead of incident table, I can define requested item. See,
Okay, here
that's it.
itself we'll give a table. Like whatever table we are giving in while creating the SLA definition, it will act upon there
Yes,
automatically.
yes.
Okay.
And we would be having a start condition, pause condition, stop, reset.
Mm.
All of these conditions we can set according to requirement.
Yeah.
Okay, and here you see we have lot of things here. This is default flow. We can modify flow if required, but generally it is default only most of the time. But
If
some customers also
modification in
modify.
the flow means. like what it will come?
So suppose some customer wants to send email when 50% SLA is completed, 70% completed, 90% completed, right?
Oh, then we can create the flow
Yes.
using Workflow Studio and we can tag here. You're saying correct?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
And this specific flow will have that only. I think it an email is for 50%, 75% maybe. Not sure about out
Okay.
of the box, but you can create your custom also and some
Hmm.
users out of the box also. But I think it modifies. See, 50% of SLA, then email is going on here. See, then 75% email is going. If someone wants okay similar configuration, then they don't make any change, otherwise they can make the change. There is a
Mm-mm.
edit flow and they can copy it and create their own also.
Bro, can we duplicate the whole flow in one
Yes,
switch? Is there any
yes,
option?
we can copy this whole flow. See, there is a
Okay,
copy flow
copy
button.
flow. Okay, okay. We'll create one more and then we'll try
Yeah,
to paste there.
suppose if I click on, then it will ask what is the copy.
With the name of the flow and the whole flow
Yes,
will be created. There we can edit, I guess, right?
you can edit and modify according to requirement. See,
Yeah, yeah.
everything you will
Okay.
get here and you can modify, because
Mm-mm-mm.
definitely
Okay.
it is modified because they will configure their assignment group and real
Yeah.
users, then there might be a change happening.
Okay.
Otherwise if you don't populate anything, it will populate this default one, or you can
Mm-hmm.
remove this also. It's not mandatory to use flow.
Yeah.
It's only required, flow is only required when you have to send some communication or you have to update something. Okay, then
Mm-hmm.
only flow will be adding some value here. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
otherwise you can remove also. It is not mandatory. You can see
Yeah.
mandatory field is this duration and schedule. This is you will be
Mm.
definitely required, because for SLA duration is only the main thing which is triggering everything, right?
Mm.
So this is for
What?
requested item, and for
Okay.
many tables you can use change
Mm.
asset also sometimes, but most of the time incident problem change, not problem also, incident change catalog item, and if somebody creates any custom table, then there could be some requirement for that.
Okay. Bro, this OLE also comes under here only. In the type, can we
Yeah, yeah,
once
it's
click
just
on?
the notation, that's it, nothing will change in form.
Okay, okay.
And
Okay, bro.
here it is type response or resolution. If you don't want to define, you can keep it none also, both the things,
Mm-hmm.
because that will be defined already from the customer. If they want type and if they want target also, they will define you these things. Okay,
Okay,
and
okay, yeah.
95% of the time you will be selecting SLA only, because I never used OLA and UC in any
Okay,
project, so you will also not get most probably. Okay,
okay.
but this target can be set response resolution. They will provide you statement, okay, we want SLA for incident, there could be a response SLA for incident for 8 hours duration, then you have to configure like response SLA, and then you can define the duration and the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah. Bro, actually, for see, if first you will select the not resolution.
yeah,
What is
you can
this?
select anything. It depends on requirement basically.
Mm, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it depends on requirement. So I will try to create. There are existing one also, but let me show you how we can create. Suppose we are having this incident response SLA. Okay,
Yeah.
now these are all set, and logging we generally don't set, but if you want
What
to
is the
enable, I don't use it, but it will, but it is disabled most of the time, so I didn't use it. I think this is for basically, okay, so this is used for basically if we want to log into the system logs we have, right? System logs table, there we can log this SLA, whether the SLA got triggered or not.
Okay, okay.
There is module here, system logs.
Uh-huh.
Wait, this is the table. This system logs we have. Mm. So we have logs, this one system log, this is the table. If you click on all, you will see all the logs here. Okay, there it will log basically, but
Okay.
generally we don't log because
SLAs.
it will unnecessary create records there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why generally it is not enabled, because the SLA doesn't come like SLA doesn't create much problem for creating. If your condition is not fulfilling, then it will not trigger, otherwise it will work fine.
Mm-hmm.
We have application that is by default selected. Now duration is user specified duration, that is fine. Like suppose this is response SLA and I am using P1 condition for this, then I will define it 2 hours. Oh, 1 hour. 1 hour response SLA I will define, because I am talking about priority 1. So within 1 hour the response should be sent to the user, like some person will be working on it. So here we have schedule, like if we don't define any schedule, it will calculate based on 24/7. And if suppose they are defining 8 to 5 weekdays excluding holiday, then what is this mean is like it will calculate 9 hours every day for 5 days, Monday to Friday. It will not calculate 24 hours for
Holidays.
one day.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
and here we can select what time zone we have to do. Okay, so generally it would be selected as caller's time zone only by default, so nobody changes it, because the person is, I am raising the incident, then it should be according to my schedule, right? Because I am having the P1 issue,
Yeah.
right? So I should be the calculation should happen when I have raised. Okay,
Okay.
now here comes the condition part, where we have start, pause, stop, reset. So start condition would be when
It should start.
active is true and priority is P1, and state is new. we can do the pause condition, like when the ticket pause condition generally don't come with response one, but we can configure. We have stop condition, so stop condition would be state is in progress. So generally these are the condition which is set for response SLA. Now here we have retroactive start. What does this mean is like, so if I click on retroactive start, it will calculate. We can define from what time the SLA should be calculated, like when the ticket is opened or created. So when the generally set start to created is set when we click on retroactive start. Okay.
So, like, what is the difference between both, bro? I didn't understand.
The thing is, retroactive start will be calculated based on creation of incident.
Yeah,
Okay.
even if you didn't set that also.
If I don't set it, every time it will fulfill the condition, I will reopen the ticket and come back to state new, then SLA will trigger again.
Okay, suppose if in progress ticket is moved back
You
to
will
the
be
new,
having,
then also SLA will be
you will
started
be
from the
having,
start.
yeah, you will be having other SLA created.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah.
Retroactive start in the sense only when the ticket is created, only it should the
No,
SLA should start.
we have options like when we have to start, but generally the created date is set for
Okay.
response SLA.
Mm-hmm.
So now we will click on save and we will test it whether it is working or not.
Okay.
Now we will have incident. Now the incident is P1. Okay. Now I will click on save. State is new, priority 1, active true. So some of the SLA is out of the box, so that might get triggered, but where is our this one, incident response SLA? This one is ours. Okay.
One hour it triggered.
This
Yeah.
one. Now I should reply it and change the status or assign to myself. Then it should change the status.
Still in progress. Okay.
Okay, so now the user will come and assign it to himself and change back to state in progress. Then user will get to know, okay, the service agent has started working on my ticket. So we will see the response SLA will get complete. See,
Yeah.
these two are completed.
The resolution got started with the out of the
Yeah.
box SLAs, right?
Yeah. So based on that, it gets complete.
Bro, once can you change the state to back to new once? Then again, why the instant response SLAs went to in progress? It should not, no, because it is not created as the retroactive start is selected.
Yeah, but it will be calculating from starting only. It will not calculate from when it is created.
I didn't get, bro.
So this SLA was created 2 minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
And this SLA is created right now after
Yeah.
1 minute. So there will be 1 minute difference if I don't click retroactive.
Like you are saying, if you didn't select the retroactive start,
Then it will create, but it will create from that time when the SLA will create.
Like original SLA minus 2 minutes you are saying if the
Yes,
retroactive is not submitted.
yes, then that will not be correct SLA.
Okay.
So right now you have instantly moved it to separate state. Otherwise, if it is not checked, what will happen after 4 hours if you change back to new? So SLA will remain only for 2 hours then. Next time the SLA will not be calculated from start. It will recalculate its time from the time it is
Mm,
raised. Even your 1 hour will be crossed, but it will not be breached. So SLA will not breach on time if it is not selected. Try to create this in your system, then try to do it back.
yeah, I'll do with
Set
both the
set
things,
4
retroactive
hours,
start and everything.
set duration to 4 hours, then you make the modification after 2 hours. And try to create two SLA, one with retroactive start, one without retroactive
Yeah,
start.
yeah.
Then you will get to
Then
know
I'll
what is the issue.
yeah, yeah, okay, bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
and give some duration of time so that it gets time to calculate some of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, so this is response one, and you can select resolution also. It depends on you. It is same form. Every time you will be having the same form only to be utilized. And pause and stop condition is, suppose if we are having resolution, then there could be some pause condition also, right? Suppose pause
Mm.
condition could be state is on all in hold, right?
Yeah.
Because some information
No,
is pending from.
I have one doubt here.
Yes,
Like for doing the response SLA, can we give the conditions once the response SLA is completed like that?
yes, you can give.
In the start condition, like how we need to select it if there is no field for that, right?
So this
Then
is
we should
this
keep
field.
state as in progress.
We have field. Why we don't have? We have state in progress. We can set it.
Okay, the state. Okay, okay, bro. Mm-mm-mm.
I'm showing the same record. That's why you are thinking how we will add. But that would
Mm-mm.
be other SLA altogether.
Yeah, once you'll create a
Yeah.
response SLA and you will take the new and you will create the
So
resolution as well.
yeah, let me show you existing one also. So suppose response and resolution. So now we have one of the response one. See, out of the box I have opened both of them. Okay, so
Mm.
this is response active true priority 1 assignment group is not empty, and we
Okay.
don't have any pause condition. As I mentioned, response generally don't have pause. And
Mm.
stop condition is state is not new. Okay,
Mm.
so it depends how you can manipulate the condition. But now if we move to resolution, active is 2 priority is critical 1. Okay, and they have added pause condition for on hold and stop condition for closed.
Bro, usually the resolution will start when the
So you can
state is
configure the condition yourself. That's why I have shown you. They are starting.
okay.
If you see in incident also, resolution was already started with response.
Okay, both simultaneously got
Yes,
started, you are saying.
yes,
Mm,
both will
okay.
start because the calculation
The
starts
out of the box
15.
it is written like that.
Yeah, it is. We can do from that time also. Generally, client uh, do calculation based on that also. Like when the first response is closed, then resolution should start. So there could be condition
Mm,
both the ways. It depends on customer how they want.
mm-hmm.
Okay, if they want from starting, then that is fine. If they want when the response is completed, then only resolution should start. Then we can do that way also. We have to define the condition for that. That's it.